So you're taking lottery tickets?
But I pay for some, but not all of them.
You pay for some, but not all of them. How long have you been working here?
2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. There's $5,318 worth of tickets missing.
Florida officers responded to a 7-11 to arrest Destiny, a newly hired employee accused of stealing over $5,000 in lottery tickets across just 3 shifts. This analysis examines Miranda compliance, probable cause, and what every party could have done differently. Officers approached calmly, no weapons drawn, no show of force, appropriate for a non-violent property crime. The moment they began questioning Destiny about potential criminal conduct, 4th and 5th Amendment protections came into play.
39 to 31. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? Good, how you doing? Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Are you Destiny?
Yes.
Can you come talk to me for a second? We'll go in the back.
Have you ordered you?
Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for this other officer and then. Okay. Good. All right, so you Destiny?
Yes.
Can you confirm your date of birth for me?
June 2nd, 2000.
Okay. So do you have any reason why we're here talking to you?
No, sir.
No reason at all? Okay. So it's been brought to our attention that on three different occasions that they're short some lottery tickets.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to read you your rights, okay? And then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present now or anytime during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost. If you talk to me, you have the right to stop answering questions and speak to an attorney at any time. Do you understand each of these rights?
Yes.
Okay. So now knowing these rights, are you willing to speak to me and answer questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have a question. Can I call? Okay.
Can you call who?
No, because the girl that stayed with me.
Okay. So do you have any knowledge on what I'm talking about? Any missing?
Yes. Yes.
So what's going on?
Like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do get allowance for it.
So you're taking lottery tickets?
But I pay for some, but not all of them.
You pay for some, but not all of them. Okay. How many would you say you've taken?
Not a lot, because I've been paying for most of them. I really do pay for them.
Okay. Have you had any winners?
Not all the time, no.
But you've had some?
Yeah, but most of them that I've done paid for. Like, I have receipts that I done paid for majority of them at my house for real. I have receipts.
Okay. So on some of the tickets, you're scanning them, and then you're scratching off the barcode at the bottom, scanning them, and then taking money out of the register?
Not all. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you don't know how many you've taken? No. Okay. Is there a reason you're doing it?
No, sir.
Are you hurting for money?
I mean, kind of, but...
I mean, I know we all are. Times are tough, but...
You can be honest. We're not here to yell at you or nothing. You can be totally honest with us. We're being 100%, so just be 100%.
Just no real reason? Okay. How long have you been working here?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks? Okay. And so we have 3 dates in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound right? You don't know?
No.
Okay. So there's a lot of tickets missing. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. So can you hold this for me a second?
Yep.
So on the 22nd, the lottery register is showing negative over $2,300.
See, I know I never got
Hold on, I'm sorry, I misspoke. On the 22nd, so this is face value. I'm not talking about cash that you've taken out of the register.
I never got over.
So the ticket value, okay, on the 22nd is over $1,200 worth of tickets. On the 23rd, there's over $1,700 worth of tickets, and then yesterday there's over $2,300 worth of tickets.
I never got over that much money for real.
No, I'm talking about tickets.
Oh, yeah,
So a ticket, for example, $50 per ticket. So that adds up. That adds up. So I'm not talking about cash. So
that you saying I stole over $2,300 over tickets? Basically, that's what I.
So there's $5,318 worth of tickets missing.
And y'all saying
And they're all coming. They're all coming.
They all like I stole all of them.
So what I'm saying is based on numbers provided during your shift, second shift between 2 and 10. These are the numbers missing.
And it's all me basically. That's what you're saying.
So from what we're being told is you've been the only one here on second shift between 2 and 10. Is that correct?
Yes, but.
And then that's the amount showing missing for those 3 days.
But I know I did not. Wow, that is crazy.
But you have taken tickets without paying for them.
I haven't took all that amount. I'm real. I know I haven't for real.
But you have taken tickets without paying for them, scratching them off, and cashing out,
Yes.
and keeping the change.
Not all. Yes.
I understand you're saying not all of them, but I'm asking you. That is the case. You just don't know. You don't know how many tickets you've taken. You don't know how much cash you've taken. But you okay. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
I have a question. I'm going to
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes.
Okay, because can I call somebody because
So I need
I'm not from down here.
So listen to me. Don't pull away from me.
Okay, I'm
It's gonna
trying
make
to
it worse.
hold on.
We'll explain
Sir,
everything.
No,
Stop.
sir, listen.
You're gonna make it worse. You're
I'm
gonna
saying,
add
hold on.
resisting charges.
Listen, I'm not from down here. I don't have no people down
Let me.
here.
We will explain.
Oh my!
Don't make this worse.
Can y'all call?
Put your hands behind your back.
Wow, my baby is in daycare and I don't have nobody to pick her up. Can I call somebody, please?
Just give me a second, and I will explain everything.
Oh my god.
Can I have somebody to pick her up?
Oh no, that's why I'm trying to call my baby daycare.
How old's your child?
She's 4. She's 5. She just turned 5 yesterday. Oh wow.
Are those too tight? Are they okay?
Officer 1 delivered all 4 Miranda warnings correctly. Destiny confirmed she understood and agreed to speak. Under Miranda versus Arizona, this is a valid waiver. Everything she says from this point forward is admissible in court. What she did not do is equally important. She did not ask for an attorney. She did not invoke her right to silence. Either choice would have ended the questioning immediately, at zero legal cost. Destiny partially admitted to the scheme on camera, taking tickets, scratching barcodes, scanning them, and keeping the cash. Officers presented the numbers. Over $5,300 in losses, all tied exclusively to her shifts. Combined with inventory records and surveillance footage, probable cause was overwhelming.
No, not really.
Can your roommate pick up your baby?
She's not on her list. That's why I'm trying to call her because she don't.
Who's on the list?
Only me. I'm not from down here. I just moved down here. I don't have no people down here at all.
39 okay. I have one black female, 1015. All right, so right now, you are being placed on arrest for, it's a felony charge for the dollar amount that was taken. So felony grand theft, that's what you're being charged with, okay? Once you get down to the jail, once you get booked and processed, they will allow you to make a phone call.
But
What time does your daughter's school close?
her school closed at 5 o'clock.
At 5? Okay. If I were to call the school,
I'm trying to call the girl that have my car so she can tell them like I'm going to jail so she can pick my baby up.
so that's what I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
Do you think if I call the school,
But I don't want them to know I'm going to jail though. That's no.
okay, there might not be any other reason. I mean, they might
I
not
know,
then
I'm
let.
trying to call the girl that have my car. That's what I'm trying to tell you, so she can know what's going on. Because she don't know what's going on at all.
But he's trying to explain to you, are they going to allow her to pick up the kid because she's not on the list?
That's what I'm saying. If I call the school, they may allow it.
It's okay. Can you just call her? Yeah, that's her right there.
That's her.
You have to call 2 times. Okay, hang up and then call again.
So this isn't a big long conversation. This is what's happening.
I understand. Come on. I gotta. Yeah.
Don't. I'm doing this as a. I'm doing this for a favor for you. I don't have to do this.
Where you at? How far? Okay, because you have to get to that girl. They taking me to jail. Hurry up and come up here, please. Cause I got it. You at the light right by 7-Eleven? Alright, by the time I'm gonna be walking out, you probably be pulling up, hopefully. Alright.
Alright, we'll go this way.
I have a question.
Do you have anything else you need? You have a purse or anything?
I have a question. Do you know
We'll be right back.
Okay. What's your question?
will I have a bond?
A bond?
Yeah.
There will be, but I don't know the exact moment. I'm out at the second.
Come here.
You gotta take it to the car first.
Okay, come here. Come to the car. Come to the car.
What do you
Three
need?
independent sources established probable cause before a single question was asked. Store records, surveillance footage, and a voluntary admission. Any one of them alone would likely have been sufficient. As handcuffs went on, Destiny revealed her 5-year-old daughter was in daycare with no one to pick her up. Officers allowed 2 phone calls not legally required. It was a discretionary, human-centered decision that reduced tension without compromising the arrest. During transport, Destiny briefly resisted and directed profanity at officers. Officer 1 responded verbally, no force escalation. However, when Destiny disclosed she was pregnant, neither officer acknowledged it. That is a documentation failure. Pregnant detainees require specific medical protocols at booking, and the arresting officer is responsible for flagging it at handoff.
Ma, okay, so they gonna take me to jail, so I'm gonna call you when I get in there.
Who's gonna take you to jail?
Ma, I'm gonna tell you when I get to work. When I get to the house.
And I'll get yours.
Ma, it's okay.
I can do all that, Mom. I'ma make
You got
sure
your
that.
ideas, though?
Yes.
All right, Ma, it's okay.
All right, man.
Can you write her number down for me? So I can I need you.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're about to get a resisting charge.
How?
Because you're not, we're
You don't
not.
understand. I have a child like the fuck, bitch. Y'all got me fucked.
And I just allowed you to speak to her, and you didn't mention anything about a child. You just called your mother.
I did. Yeah, I meet my mama too. Bitch,
You
I
didn't?
gotta get funded
Okay.
out. Y'all got me
All right.
on another county.
So since you're gonna act like that, don't ask for any more favors.
Can you just hold me? Cause you touching me too tight for real. Like real shit.
You keep pulling away, so.
Okay, cause I'm supposed to go both ways.
I'm gonna go around this way.
Y'all both pulling me different ways. Can y'all hurry up and take me to the jail? Cause I'm pregnant and DC, cause I know they're not talking in the back. I already know my rights. Come out here and do the police. I know these handcuffs not supposed to be in the back and I'm pregnant, but okay.
Destiny was charged with felony grand theft in the 3rd degree and sentenced to 3 years of probation, consistent with Florida sentencing guidelines for first-time, non-violent offenders. Officer 1 receives a B+. Miranda delivery was textbook. Allowing phone calls before transport showed genuine professionalism that reduced escalation without any procedural compromise. One failure. When Destiny disclosed her pregnancy, Officer 1 said nothing. That documentation obligation is not optional. That gap alone dropped this grade from an A. Officer 2 receives a B. No legal violations. However, both officers briefly pulled Destiny in opposite directions during the escort, a coordination failure that creates unnecessary discomfort and injury risk for a handcuffed subject. He also shares equal responsibility for ignoring the pregnancy disclosure. Destiny receives a C+. She complied physically, communicated clearly about her daughter, and avoided serious resistance. But waiving Miranda and speaking without a lawyer was her most damaging decision. The evidence was already sufficient for arrest before she said a word. Her admissions only strengthened the prosecution's case and weakened her negotiating position. Lesson 1. Silence is a right, not an admission. The evidence either exists or it does not. Speaking only gives prosecutors more to work with, and here, it was not even necessary to make the charge stick. Lesson 2. The only thing you need to say after Miranda is read is "I would like to speak to an attorney." One sentence. It stops all questioning immediately and costs you nothing at the arrest stage. Lesson 3. Every medical disclosure made by a detainee must be documented and communicated to booking staff. A pregnancy is not a footnote. Failing to act on that disclosure is a policy violation with real consequences for the person in custody. Lesson 4. Small acts of discretion matter. Allowing 2 phone calls cost the officers nothing and produced a calmer transport and a more cooperative subject. De-escalation is not weakness. It is effective policing. Lesson 5. $5,000 in stolen lottery tickets cost Destiny a permanent felony record and 3 years of probation 2 weeks into a new job, with a 5-year-old depending on her. The risk was never worth the reward. It never is. If this breakdown helped you understand your rights or the standards we hold law enforcement to, drop a comment and let us know what you think. If you want more real footage, real law, no spin, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.